Are those shooting stars? Wishing upon a star is so silly. Come on, tell me what you wished for. If you wish for too much, the star won't make it come true. I didn't wish for much. Just that everyone makes it through the fighting safely. Well, I'm sure the star can handle a wish like that. You know, Marina, maybe the star will make Ashley keep his promise. Maybe it's got that much power after all. Oh, you guys are alive. You're not dead. Hip hip hooray! Huzzah! All of us promised we would return home together. Why is there always one person who breaks their promise? Promises are meant to be broken. You know how it goes. Hey, Space Cowboy. Ensure your comrades escaped safely. But what about Ashley? Yo, this is nice. This does not sound Wild Arms at all. So far, at least, these vocals. I was not expecting these vocals. Am I playing a Wild Arms game still? Oh, what is that? Oh, is that Ashley? Oh, it's Ashley. He's just like stranded in space. Save the story up to here. Absolutely. My word. Where is this game gonna go next? Where is this game gonna go next? I cannot wait to see. Right here. I honestly, like, since I know there's a second disc, I would not be surprised if this was the cutoff for disc 1 to 2. This feels like a good disc cutoff, especially with everything that happened to Ashley and that little opening part, and you see Ashley there in space. In subspace. Oh, hello. Here again today, too. I wonder if I can reach Ashley from here. Don't worry, you will. However far away someone is, the strength of your feelings will draw them closer. You are strong for believing such a thing, Altacia. Is there someone you are missing? Maybe I can't believe, but I want to desperately. And even when we're close, he feels far away. Is this doing any good? You can hear me somehow, can't you? Come back to me soon. Ashley. Oh, hey. Where am I now? I thought I was in space. I'm alive. Where am I? Oh, so according to chat, this is disc 2. Okay. I was gonna say, normally discs have you save in between. Like, they normally ask you to save during a disc swap. And also, it feels it feels like you can normally tell in the story, like if the story takes like a major, maybe not a major shift. Some games take major shifts in their second discs. Like Grandia 1. Grandia 1's first disc isn't as crucial. It's not as like tonal shift as this. It's it ends after the Sea of Mermaids, after Justin and Fina like are going off to like the new world together, like kind of after Sue leaves, but not immediately after Sue leaves. But you can normally tell. Or like Xenogears has an obvious like disc swapping moment, or FF8, but it has like 4 freaking discs. But I'm more talking about disc 1 to 2. It's like very, very obvious. So you can normally tell. They normally do it like a plot normally like gives you some kind of crazy stuff, and it's like, oh hey, pop in that other disc. Where am I? This isn't Filgaia. It's not a rational deduction, but I'm certain this isn't Filgaia. Where am I? I'm assuming this is related to me because you have blue hair. I don't know. A girl seen before. That's right. This isn't the world you were in before. Oh, is this maybe this is the voice that was talking to me like earlier in the game? Aren't you? That's right. It's not the first time we meet. When I got the Argatlum in the light, it's the same feeling of protection I got when the Heimdall Gazo exploded. Ah, inner voice. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm certain of it. That sensation was the same as the vibration that I get from you now. Please tell me who you are. Anastasia. In your era, I guess the Sword Magus is the name most well known. So you're the Sword Magus. Haha. I had always hoped we'd had a chance to talk, Ashley Winchester. Yo, I cannot wait to see where this goes. This is exciting. This game was already great, but now I'm really interested to see what they do with the story. I've always been watching you. You've been watching me. Yes, always. There were moments when you were a bit pathetic, but then you do something very bold and brave. But with Marina, you weren't terribly brave or forthcoming. Marina's actually... Well, you're blushing. How sweet. It makes a big sister want to take you in her arms and take care of you. What? You're not mad, are you? Sorry, I didn't mean to hassle you. No, I'm not mad. But it's, well, unexpected. The image I had of the Sword Magus was, well, a little different. It's so selfish. So you think it's okay to just force your will on everyone? What? Disappointed? Well, this is the real me. Even your older sister thinks about guys sometimes. Before I was a Sword Magus, I was just a girl called Anastasia. I can't help it. Yeah. Want to go home? Do you want to go to Filgaia, to the world where Marina's waiting for you? Just as I suspected, this isn't Filgaia. I mean, you, like, knew that already. Plus, this is the most un-Filgaia place ever. If the world of the living is this side and the world of the dead is the other side, then this is the interval, the boundary between two places. Welcome to the world where Anastasia is. Here, memories from when I lived in Filgaia remain. It's a ruin of memories. I might be able to make contact with Filgaia from here. If you can imagine Filgaia intensely, then... Yo, I love when games have some sort of, like, not left field, but, like, when they have some sort of, like, what do you call it? Like, I guess tonal shift. I can't think of the right word for it, but I love when things open up in games. Like, I love when it's like, oh, hey, you think you know everything, and it's just like, oh, hey, there's so much you don't know. Yo, Lucide, this is a reference to Boomerang's wolf in Wild Arms 1. I love it. This is Lucide, Guardian of Desire. Guardian Lucide was, if I recall... Basically, my point is, I love it when games, like, in their second, like, parts or acts or whatever, they reveal more, and it's just like, oh, hey. It's like, oh, hey, you know, this is, there's so much you don't know, and it's like, oh, hey, stuff is happening. Obviously, there's gotta be, like, build-up. You can't do anything without being left field, but, I mean, so far, I think Wild Arms 2 is handling it well. Right, the Guardian is the mind of the former ruler. There's no reason to be accompanied by a body, but this one is flesh and blood. It has enough strength to maintain a body. And with that power, they've always protected me. The Argatlum and the Guardian of Desire, Lucide. This is the power that has supported the Sword Magus. From here on is the space created from my memory. Memories are matter from the past. Everything is from the conscious world. Existence equals reality. If you go, you'll understand. What happened here will be remembered as reality by my memory time axis. Yo, this is sick. Yo, Lucide, I loved Boomerang from Wild Arms 1. Best Quarter Knight. Only other contender is Zed, IMO. Oh, hey. Pearl Knife? Hey. Young girl's voice heard somewhere. What is it? Who are you? It's dangerous here. It's in your best interest to leave as soon as possible. You're a vampire? No, this one is the same as us. They've taken on the burden to fight. Oh, so you're a friend of Anastasia. A bit narrow-minded, I'd say. Are they really reliable? I guess it'll be okay as long as you don't hold Anastasia back. That kid's a friend who fought alongside me another time. Through my memory, you have experienced the past. This isn't a dream. As proof, this chance meaning was perceived in the past was reality itself. But yeah, I love otherworldly stuff. Tales of games that have two worlds. Tales of Eternia, Tales of Arise, what else? Yeah, Tales of Eternia, Tales of Arise, Tales of Symphonia. Those games with like two worlds I like. Star Ocean 2 does it really well with 2 discs, and the second disc is like Energy Need. I love stuff like that. I love just going... This is like somewhat, but for all intents and purposes, this is another world. It's not Filgaia, but I love stuff like this. You could mess it up, but I mean, you can also do it really well. Oh, you're playable here? I was not expecting that. Stores have normal states. Impulse. Sword attacks with the power of friends. Black Dash. Let's go. Dude, I'm so glad Lucide's here. That's really neat. I just think you get so much for... I mean, this game isn't like Lunar 1 and 2. Like, you should play Wild Arms 1 first, but you get so much if you get some neat callbacks if you played the first Wild Arms. That's why I'm playing this game orderly. That's why I'm going to play all these games in order. I want to play them and be like, oh, hey, I remember that. Apparently, 3 is going to have a lot of callbacks to 1, so I can't wait for that. This one doesn't have too many to 1, but the ones it does have, the Wild Arms 1, are neat. It's like, hey, if you play Wild Arms 1, you can recognize this. That's really cool. Hello. Oh, hey, another Guardian here. The battle about to be introduced is the Blaze of Disaster. Yeah, it's not just a story, it's a battle that actually happened. A sad sensation, it's not the first time I've felt this. It's part of that other me, isn't it? That's it, right? And honestly, like, they weren't like crazy about build up with this, but like Ashley had this other demon inside of him. So if this connects to Night Blazer, I feel like that's like enough, like, oh, there's so much you don't know about like this demon about Ashley. And I feel like they were subtle enough in being like, oh, there's stuff out there, and like the stuff with space and everything. So I sacrificed myself to trap the Blaze of Disaster. That which is within you now is Lord Blazer, the blazing demon who once tried to consume the world. This is sick so far. My powers. These cursed powers of destruction are the Blaze of Disaster itself. But power itself is neither good nor evil. It depends on the will of the power's user. Right now, the power within you may just be necessary for my beloved Filgaia. Let's go before it's all too late. Look, oh, I can go this way. Yeah, they didn't really focus on Ashley's inner, like, demon in Disc 1. They, like, referenced it a few times of, like, oh, he has this demon. So I'm hoping Disc 2 here is going to be more about that. More about tying up those loose ends of, like, what is Nightblazer and everything. I'm excited, because I love Nightblazer. It's a really cool concept. So I'm going to learn more about the lore of it. I do wonder if Odessa's just, like, dumb. I wouldn't be shocked if they are, but I guess we'll see. Because, like, I think Ptolemy's dead. Ptolemy died at the tower. Who else died at the tower? I think it was it Cana or was it... I'm forgetting one. Antinora didn't die yet, did she? I think Antinora's still alive. Antinora and Judecca are still alive, right? I'm pretty sure Antinora and Judecca are both still living. That's a really nice portrait. Who's your favorite Odessa member or favorite to hate? Favorite Odessa member? I don't know, to be honest. Favorite to hate? Probably Antinora. Like when it comes to who to hate the most, Antinora is just the easiest one to hate, I think. IMO. Because she's, like, twisted. You're not holding Anastasia back, are you? Or Judecca. Judecca is, neat. You're not holding back Anastasia, are you? It's probably one of those two. Oh, come on, I'm not going to use your power with the Sword Magus and Crimson Noble in me, Blazers. This person's power is Lord Blazer himself. What? What did you say just now? Inside this person, in his interior space, dwells the Lord Blazer. Then you seek revenge on someone from Filgaia. Get away from Anastasia right now. This person is the future Lord Blazer, not the one of our time. He's not an enemy, please understand. If Anastasia says so, then... I don't know, I never thought about favorite Odessa member. Like, I always thought Odessa were interesting villains. I never thought about a specific favorite. To be honest. That was my last antidote, and then I'll have Loka, so that's very unfortunate. Okay, I do need to jump down here. When it comes to your part of the question about hating an Odessa member, Judecca probably comes to mind. It's just really easy to hate him. If not him, then Antinora. Even though Antinora's, like, going for revenge. I don't know, maybe I'd say Judecca in that context. I don't think I really love any of the Odessa members when it comes to, like, choosing a favorite. They're, like, all neat enough. I mean, they're not bad. I just don't have a favorite. I think they're neat as an organization. They definitely, like, with Wild Arms 2, they try to give you more of a different perspective on the villains, as opposed to Wild Arms 1. Like, Wild Arms 1, the Quarter Knights are, like, they're evil just to be... somewhat evil just to be evil, but they're just so awesome. Like, the Quarter Knights are really cool. And thematic. And, like, their whole scheme to revive Mother, but they don't try to deny that the Quarter Knights are, like, good. Like, they're very straight about, like, yeah, the Quarter Knights are evil. Like, they don't try to, do anything more with them, but I think it works so well. They don't, like, with this game, it's like, oh, yeah, they talk about Odessa's ideals, so they try to make you think, oh, maybe Odessa isn't as bad as you expect. With the Quarter Knights, they don't do that. The Quarter Knights, they're just straight up like, oh, yeah, they're evil. But that's fine, because I think it works really well. they're, yeah, like you said, their simplicity, it works really well. Like, they're simplified villains, but they're awesome. They're really cool. I really like the Quarter Knights. Like, their motives make sense and everything about, like, they try to revive Mother and everything. It all makes sense. It works out really well for the story that Wild Arms 1 tries to tell. But also, Wild Arms 2 takes a different angle with villains, and it also works out in its favor. With the kind of game Wild Arms 2 is, they got a little deeper with the villains, which is good. I don't know why I was able to hold the Argetlum in my hands. I was just an ordinary girl who, until then believed sword training was dumb. I'd never had a sword. But in reality, you fought and beat Lord Blazer. I went all out. But it wasn't because I wanted to win. It was because I didn't want to lose the people I loved. Besides, I personally hate death. I really didn't want to die. Well, that disqualifies you as a Magus. Rather than worrying about the world, I was thinking of myself and my family. Those thoughts might be similar to mine. There are no special qualifications necessary to get the Argetlum. But because I have the blood of Valeria family, it doesn't make me a hero. Was anyone else in my family able to get hold of the Argetlum? There's no significance in the blood of the Valeria family. Just now, you said. My family. I said there's no significance that I'm a blood relative of the Valeria family.